Hi everyone, welcome back to Six Flags in Parkitect, and welcome to the next episode, which is going to be Batman the Ride. Sorry this has taken so long to put up. It's basically I've just not had the time really, and when I have been playing I wasn't happy with how it looked to start with, so it took about 3 attempts to build it. Sort of went back to it a couple of times, and in the end I get something I'm happy with. If you missed my video earlier that I uploaded today about the new DLC, then you'll have missed me saying that I am going to be away for 2 weeks after this one goes up. So there'll be a video today on Parkitect, a video tomorrow on Planko, and that's it for at least 2 weeks. Well, I'm away for 10 days, so maybe if I come straight back and get on with things, then maybe not, but when I get back we'll be finishing off this series anyway, because we're nearly there now. And yes, it's really the park's really coming together now nicely. So on to talk about what we're actually building then. Obviously Batman the Ride, if you don't know, it's a B&M invert which has been cloned all over the different Six Flags parks in America. To start with, I tried to completely replicate the layout, because I think they've all got the same layout, and it just didn't look good in the game. It just didn't work. I wasn't happy with it, so you can see my sort of failed attempts there at building it. I come back to it a couple of days later and I built this layout, which is the one we stick with, which is nothing like the actual Batman the Rides in real life, but it looks a lot better in the game. So we went for aesthetics over realism, with the layout being pretty decent. I mean, it could be a standard B&M invert layout, but it isn't the layout of Batman the Ride. But that's just how it's going to be, I'm afraid. So what we've gone for is the curved first drop that most of these coasters tend to have, into a vertical loop, round a helix, into a 0G roll, I think they're called, and then a couple of corkscrews and a corkscrew and a couple of helixes back into the station. So yeah, pretty standard layout, but I think it looks a lot better than what we had before. Nice helix towards the end there going over the lake, I think really adds to it. So other than that, it's obviously just the theming, which was very simple on this coaster. The station on the ones in real life really isn't that inspiring, to be honest. It looks cool inside, but outside it's just a tin box, so that's really what we replicate here. But I'll make it a bit more interesting with some sort of rock work and sort of concrete sections underneath where the coaster goes under the pathing and stuff. And then I replicate a sign. I try my best to make a sort of Batman sign, just out the front of the ride there on the wall that we put in. It doesn't look perfect, but it's the best I can really do with shapes. Like, you know, I'm not too good with that sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically it. And I will let you watch the time lapse and come back at the end of the video to talk about it, so enjoy. Welcome back everyone. So you can see how it's come together, pretty standard to be honest. We've now got the completed DC superheroes area. The only other thing I add in is a toilet block just in that right corner to the right of the Wonder Woman entrance, just because we needed a toilet block in this area. So you'll see that in the cinematics at the end, but obviously it's not. I didn't show the build of that because I thought about it after I finished recording. And yeah, I'm happy with the coaster and the layout and everything, and the station. I think it all looks fairly realistic. Obviously we added in some custom supports on the hill, some catwalks. I didn't want to custom support the whole thing because it takes hours, and to be fair, the supports aren't too bad on the rest of the ride. It's just the lift hill and the loop that I felt needed doing. So that's it, the DC Superheroes area is complete. Probably the area we've spent the most time working on in the park, probably my favourite area of the park, and I hope you enjoy the cinematic shots. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Have a good one everyone, cheers for watching and see you later.